you hold the keys now.
I got the keys,
What are you?
but there's no car. The
no
S.H.I.E.L.D.
boss.
car seems to be invisible and highly in demand from every kind of authority that exists.
So what? I mean, where do you want to take it? Where can you take it?
You know, I would say where I want to take it, but I never come up with anything as interesting. I never would have said, oh yeah, it's going to turn out that you actually were dead for several days and they brought you back using a secret Avenger initiative for fallen Avengers and involving alien blood. And then they're going to make you director of S.H.I.E.L.D. If you'd have told me that's where I was going, I would have fallen over dead on the spot. What I like about it now is it kind of goes into Phil Coulson's wheelhouse, I think, in that all the giant bureaucracy, although he can function in it, I think at his heart he's always been a field agent. And I think that always frustrated him even before he figured out that it would create a very fertile nesting ground for traitors. So the fact that he gets to build it up with hand-picked people, even though he's got very few resources, he and his team are pretty ingenious about coming up with what they need. And the idea that it's going to go lo-fi, old school, you know, back alleys, you know, building it one step at a time back to something that can actually protect people and be trustworthy, perhaps with a kind of moral core that had gotten lost. That's exciting to me.
Fights a lot of personal, you know, from whether they're from TV or.
Yes, he does.
So I'm interested, like, how do you approach that, maybe without knowing all of the answers?
There's a line that I don't want to know too much because the frustration of not knowing the stuff that Coulson doesn't know helps me. When I find myself in a scene and I realize that Coulson knows more than I do, then I get one of the producers down because I have to know at least as much as he does. What was interesting last year was that this guy who was a kind of career secret keeper suddenly had been lied to on the most deep fundamental level, which was about his own existence. And he became uncomfortable keeping secrets from his own team. The minute he's made director of S.H.I.E.L.D. and handed this kind of magical black box by Nick Fury, that role changes and he has no choice but to keep secrets. So he's put into a very different kind of moral quandary going forward. And it comes with that job. And I think it changes some of his demons, but I'm sure they'll still be there.
Thank you.
It's like,
Speed dating.